Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Symphogear G. Where last time, we watched the episode Power and Lies in Her Heart. After giving the world leaders 24 hours to relinquish their territory, Maria decides to release the hostages in the arena so she can fight against Tsubasa, preventing her from escaping to where she can safely transform. Just as Tsubasa is knocked towards a group of noise, Owaga manages to shut down the cameras in time, allowing Tsubasa to activate her Symphogear and fight back. Before Tsubasa can get the upper hand on Maria, two more enemy Symphogear users, Shirabe Tsukuyomi and Kirika Atsuki, arrive on the scene. Although Hibiki and Chris arrive shortly after to back up Tsubasa, the head of Maria's operations, Professor Nataska, sends in a giant regenerating noise and allows Maria's team to retreat. To prevent it from escaping and endangering the public, Hibiki, Tsubasa, and Chris use a combined superb song to expose its core, allowing Hibiki to destroy it. As the battle comes to an end, Hibiki feels hurt by Shirabe's words, claiming that her ideals were merely the words of a hypocrite, bringing up some traumatic memories of her past.
Okay, something we don't think we did last episode. What's the name of this episode, Griff?
The name of this current episode is Those Who Long for the End, Those Who Challenge the End. Or
Okay.
Shuen o Notozonomuno, Shuen ni Zonomuno.
And what is the text on the Symphogear G logo?
The superb song of something something. Uh, cannot find it. Oh, no, there it was. Right at the end of the intro. I lost it again. All right, what does it say? You gotta have to tell me.
Oh, I don't know. I'm asking you. And you were actively looking it up, so I was really hoping that we were about to get that.
It's somewhere around here. I swear I'll probably find it. Maybe.
Tell me, maybe.
I think it might be here in the intro. Well, we'll find out in a moment. I think.
Hopefully it's a quick moment, not a long moment.
Eh. Oh, there we go. In the distance, that day when the star became a music.
When the
That
star
is
became a music?
when the star became music.
When the star became music.
That is correct.
Star became. I'm trying to think of the. Well, because before last time, which would have been in the past. In the past, we had a meteorite falling, and that was actually the moon.
Mhm.
Now, do you think this means star as in starlet, or do you think this means star as in sun?
As in either Subasa or Maria.
So starlet.
As in famous individual.
So starlet.
If you want to go with that, sure.
Why are you debating the definition of starlet?
It's my turn to focus on the details and be pedantic. But
Right,
go
but
ahead.
the text of the
What's your
thing.
theory?
Well, I don't have a theory. It's just I was asking you. The thing
It
says
just said star.
right. So which means we're working on multiple definitions of the word star, as in solar being or starlet, female star.
I've never heard that word used in that way or in maybe even any context.
You've never heard the word
Starlet would be a
starlet?
little star.
What? No, I've never heard that word used in that way. A little star is a star.
All right. But what's the point you want to make about these things? What's your connection here with everything?
When in fact, the definition of starlit is lit or made brighter by stars. So, neither of us are taking a W on that one.
You're doing LIT. I'm thinking LET. You're thinking LETTE.
Oh, I guess that's true. Well, Griff,
Welcome to English, everybody, the worst language in the entire
I
world.
mean, if you know that, then why are
I've
you even
only just
debating
now
it?
pieced it together. That's why. that there's several different things that all sounded incredibly the same and even spelled very similarly that we all got completely confused.
I feel
So,
like this is the level of pedantic that you usually accuse me of.
so, but what's on your mind, Theta? What is the connection you want to make
I'm
here?
not,
What it?
Griff, I'm not making a connection. I, one, didn't know the episode title, so I feel like that would have informed me of what was supposed to happen last episode. And two, the text underneath the logo, then if the first season is an indicator, kind of informs us of what the big twist is going to be at the end. So I just wanted to go over that one more time.
I'm gonna lay down my prediction right here. Then Maria uh, sacrifices herself to go ahead and become do her superb song. There you go.
So
That's
you're
exactly
going
what it's
with
referring to.
you're going with the Starlet thing that I was just arguing for a good minute for no
Ah,
reason.
yes, sure.
Because I mean, I would prefer that it means actual star, and they do something with the sun. Like we have like Saturn moon in the background now, and I would love some sort of like, well, after season two, the sun got dimmer and it's colder now. You know, some sort of God. Every fight, we really just
Planet is
fuck up.
slowly dying.
Yeah, we really just fuck up the Earth. But I don't know how the sun becomes music would work. But at the same time,
Alien.
we really just got like
Mhm.
a whiplash there at the end of the first season when everything just goes from friends and everything to, well, I'm gonna destroy the moon, bring back God, who was my lover. It's like, oh,
It's like, hold up, hold up. This is a lot in one episode, right?
this is very
All right.
much like, oh, I was right about the scientist thing. What is the rest?
So there's slightly less moon love so far this season. And I'm hoping we're gonna see what are the villains going to be up to, what are their actual goals. Like maybe we'll get that as like an intermediary scene this episode. That's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, it's not impossible that Fine could have had kids.
Yeah, that's entirely true. Someone who was around the waveforms ends up becoming Fine, has kids, and then decides that they're going to go ahead and go through with the whole plan.
Well, I just mean that the scientist lady was an adult woman
Hmm.
who was very clearly sexually active. So it's entirely possible that she could have had like non-metaphorical DNA based time travel shenanigans children, but legitimate actual children.
Right, just literally live a normal life and keep the secret. Yeah, no, that works. So I think, yeah, investigating the relationship between Maria and her mother and the local scientist and the two kids that they've kidnapped, that's gonna be interesting. I'm wondering how much of a Chris scenario we're getting with the two kids, though. Of course, I'm already feeling hints of that again.
Well, I mean, Chris had a unique backstory of, you know, your parents came here from overseas, then got murdered, and I was supposed to take care of you, but you were like a runaway who then got taken in by the villain of the show,
Hmm.
and these kids seem to be doing more of a Setsuna sort of thing.
Right.
You know, we
Uh,
we went through hardship. You don't know what hardship
mhm.
is. Now I'm going to use my PTSD to make sure that nobody else goes through what we went through. But you don't know what our plan is, so you don't know how good our plan is or whatever.
Oh, I guess that does go ahead and leave us off at least with one detail of the plan we know, which is that they've specifically said within 24 hours, give us all your territory or else. So let's see if they follow through with anything.
Yeah, and then otherwise, Cell begins the Cell games.
Yup. So, let's tune into the cell games then. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all support the channel, just a little bit extra. And just some quick recap from last time.
I mean, at the very least, it explains why they didn't die last season.
Which which was something you were on about before, so I'm glad you got your explanation.
I mean, I
It
really
was the
wanted
thing
it.
you were really expecting not to get, so I'm happy you got it.
Well, I mean, it's not the most. Again, the relationship between Hibiki and her completely heterosexual friend that she sleeps in the same bed with.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the thing that she said she would never do to her again, but did then for 3 weeks. That's more. That's the bigger thing to me.
Right, right. You wanna hear what happened there, which we haven't had a moment with them together yet. Right now, this is very much in the action arc.
Well, it's very much the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Mhm.
Nobody can do this thing alone and survive, but if I hold hands with my friends and, in this show's case, sing, in Guardians of the Galaxy's case, dance, we can
Only a
survive.
god could perhaps hold the Infinity Stones.
Giga, drill, break!
Womp.
Well, it even does the coursing DNA thing that Giga Drill does, so.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and add Gurlog into the list of things to react to. Because the entire reaction is just gonna be, what the hell? Also, word choice. Those monsters. That is a fun way to figure out what their perspective on things is. Oh, I also just realized she's wearing the same crystals as her earrings as everyone else is using for their transformation focuses.
I haven't seen a Beaky wear one.
Well, all the bad guys are wearing them right now.
No,
So,
what's her name? Blue wears one.
mhm.
So apparently, so does Chris, according to that little intro
Okay.
bit there.
There you go. Literally all of them are wearing it then. Now we know.
Except Hibiki.
Except Hibiki, who literally has a piece of armor shoved into her heart. She's Iron Man.
What I was gonna bring up before we started this was that the thing that they powered up, the armor bit, looks like the one that they had at the beginning. The Neshitin armor, I think, is what it is.
Mm-hmm. You mean the one that exploded like in the first episode of the new season as our intro?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
I think it's the
Okay.
one that kept Fine like regenerating at the end of last season.
Right.
The one that Chris had, then got taken away from her. That Fine then wore.
You also got a better look at Cell there, which is more just like an insect-shaped piece of rock.
That's what I've just been talking about, Griff.
Wait, was it? No, sorry. I thought you were talking about the Nahushin armor.
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
In
so
episode
you're
one,
saying they're one and the same.
in
Got it.
episode one of Symphogear, the original, we saw Neshi's armor as like a rock thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying it resembles that to my memory.
Okay. Man, that hollow keyboard probably has no feedback.
他者の絶唱と響き合うことでその威力を増幅するばかりか生体と生異物の
How'd you
狭
get
間
the
に
footage?
生じる負荷をも
Have you ever seen a Biggie's mom?
桜井理論
No.
手にした
You've
seen her
Da-da-da.
hanging out with their local pancake shop.
Da da da.
誰かと手をつなぐことに特化したこの性質こそまさしく立花響きの絶唱
She's the only girl who can hold hands.
絶唱を口にしてもなお
Platonically.
奏者たちが無事に帰還できた最大の理由絶唱の三重唱ならばこそ計測される
That's a musical term, I don't know.
的なフォニックゲインそれをもってしてネフィリムを天より落ちたる巨人を目覚めさせた
Okay, I was wrong then.
There we go.
Looked like it.
覚醒の鼓動
So there were pieces of armor hidden in parts of the moon that fell to Earth.
Oh, they didn't follow through on their threat.
Not armor, pieces of whatever
その
you call
後
these
フィーネ
things.
と名乗るテロ組織による一切の C 行動や各国との交渉も確認されていないとのことですが、
つまり連中の狙いがまるで見えてきやしないということか。
はためには派手なパフォーマンスで自分たちの存在を知らしめたくらいです。おかげで
Somebody bought a
我々にも
thesaurus.
即応できたのですが、
Like he's trying to learn a word a day, alright?
You buy a calendar for that.
風鳴り司令、
小川そっちはどうなってる？
ライブ会場付近に乗り捨てられていたトレーラーの入手経路から遡っているのですが、たどり着いたとある時計
Is he casually beating up like 4 dudes, one of which had a gun pointed at him while on the cell phone?
大量発注された
They just amped up his power, alright.
医療機器が
日付はほぼ2ヶ月前ですね。反社会的なこちらの方々は資金洗浄に手よく使っていたようですが、この記録気になりませんか？
追いかけてみる価値はありそうだな。
So I'm going to step down from my organization job doing important work to become the manager of this musician. Oh, by the way, I've been a badass the whole time.
He's let other people stomp him in the face and embarrass him, and it's like, no, he's been badass the whole time.
ガングニールのシンフォギアが2つあるんだ。だったら
Oh, I thought the school survived last season.
I think it got opened up to be a laser beam. I think there might be some problems after that.
That was just part of the tower.
Oh, everything around the tower was completely decked on and gone.
立花さん、何か悩み事でもあるのかしら？
Yeah, I'm thinking about my arch nemesis.
秋ですものね。立花さんにだってきっといろいろ思うところがあるんでしょう。
Alright, at least the teacher's not being like a full asshole or anything about it. She's just like, look, just pay attention in class, pretty please.
新校舎に移転して3日後に学生
That is a new building.
誰も皆新しい環境で新しい生活を送っている。
Well, yeah, that's what I was commenting about because they're in a new building.
Yep, they have confirmed.
Well, I didn't need verbal communication. We saw it from the outside.
変わらないでいてほしいと言ってくれる心強い友達も案外いてくれたりするわけですね。立花さん。
There we go.
でね、信じられないのはそれをご飯にザバーッとかけちゃったわけですよ。絶対におかしいじゃないですか。
Middle schoolers.
からですよ。
Just
Yep.
remember you're looking at middle schoolers.
まだあいつのことをですか？話せば分かり合えるよ。戦う必要なんか。何にも背負ってないあいつが人類を救った英雄だなんて私は認めたくない。うん。本当にやらなきゃなら
To
ない
be fair,
ことがある。
you might be like one of like 6 to 7 people who are aware of this.
困っている
Fuck,
人たちを
broke my
助けるというのなら
she
こうして
she is middle schooler. That was never going to break anything.
What the hell's going on?
That's a Beaky's move. Only she can hold hands.
No, seriously. Are these Barbie doll girls? What's going on?
This is all good questions.
Like, literally, they hide her chest. They showed the other girl's chest with nothing, right?
Yep.
This is a horrible conversation. I hate it.
Let's leave it.
It's still on screen, Griff.
And now it's gone. Alright,
Oh.
this is what's happening. The FBI is caught up to us. They're locking us down.
Looks like Maxwell Smart has entered the building.
あれこそが伝承にも描かれし共食いすら厭わぬ飢餓衝動。やはりネフィリムとは人の身に過ぎた。
人の身に過ぎた戦士文明期の遺産とか
Hey,
なん
here we
とか思わな
go.
いでくださいよ。
ドクター・ウェル。
Come on,
たとえ人の身に
villains.
過ぎていても
英雄たる者の身の丈に合っていればそれでいいじゃないですか。
マム、さっきの警報は。
次の花は未だつぼみゆえ大切に扱いたいものです。
心配してくれたのね。でも大丈夫。ネフィリムが少し暴れただけ。
Would it be too on point for the next Fine to also be a scientist?
マム、
It seems to be just a good position for her, I guess.
No, I'm just saying,
それよりも
we don't know who the real Fine is yet. So if this guy is Fine, just another scientist again too.
And name dropping more stuff we haven't seen
こち
yet.
らの心配は無用。留守番がてらにネフィリムの食料調達の算段でもしておきますよ。
では調べとキリカを護衛につけましょう。
こちらに荒ごとの予定はないから平気です。むしろそちらに戦力を集中させるべきでは。
わかりました。予定時刻には帰還します。あとはお願いします。
And now that they're all gone, time to use their computers to play Minecraft.
さて、まいた餌に獲物はかかってくれるでしょうか。
Literally, maybe don't run around a corner with your eyes closed.
ユキネ、何をそんなに慌てて。
奴らに追われてるんだ。もうすぐそこにまで。
何？
Sports club, no.
不審な輩など見当たらないようだが。
そうか、うまく負けたみたいだな。
奴らとは一体。
ああ、なんやかんやと理由をつけて、私を学校行事に巻き込もうと一生懸命なクラスの連中だ。ゆきねさん、もう。
As we have watched in Bochi, the school event is the worst time for those who are complete introverts, forced to participate with other people.
見ての通り、ゆきねが巻き込まれかけている学校行事の準備だ。
Looks like they forgot to write Cosmos Fair on the actual board and had to put it in a post.
Oh, hilarious.
ゆきねにも手伝ってもらおうかな。
なんでだ。
戻ったところでどうせ巻き込まれるのだ。ならば少しくらい付き合ってくれてもいいだろう。
That's right, you're gonna have to actually help out.
まだこの生活に馴染めないのか？
まるで馴染んでないやつに言われたかないね。
確かにそうだ。しかしだな、ゆきね。
あ、翼さん、いたいた。材料取りに行ったまま戻ってこないからみんなで探してたんだよ。でも心配して損した。いつの間にか可愛い下級生連れ込んでるし。
みんな先に帰ったとばかり。
だって翼さん、
So wait, are they different years?
Yeah, I think so. It stands to reason that she's the oldest one out of the entire group, right?
でも昔はちょっと近寄りがたかったのも事実かな。そうそう、孤高の歌姫って言えば聞こえはいいけれどね。初めはなんか私たちの知らない世界の住人みたいだった。そりゃ芸能人でトップアーティストだもん。でもね、
I don't even know what that means in context.
思い切って話しかけてみたら私たちと同じなんだ
Which
って
part?
よくわかった。
The Nightingale part.
特に最近はそう。
Oh, I think they're just building mythology is all.
Right, but the only Nightingale I'm aware of is Florence Nightingale, and that's not a story that pars well for a middle school girl.
They're calling her a hard-to-reach songbird,
そうか。
もう一頑張りといきますか。
which entirely fits with the way she used to be. Oh, secret mission time.
夜班の出動を強いてしまいすみません。
気にしないでください。これが私たち先森の務めです。
町のすぐ外れにあの子たちが潜んでいたなんて。
Again, another group of villains just living in town.
2ヶ月前から少しずつ
No, living on the edge of town.
されているみたいなんです。ただ現段階ではこれ以上の情報が得られず。
Also, shouldn't they have left? Shouldn't it just be the guy in there?
が出てないのなら
That is true. They did, in fact, do that. Unless, of course, this is the trap that they've set for them.
シンフォギア奏者建物内へと踏み込みます
Which, I think, given context, is probably what's about to happen.
おもてなしといきましょう。
Yeah, I guess that's the food for the Nephilim. Our 3 characters, I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
元病院ってのが雰囲気出してますよね。なんだビビってるのか
It's just a little nerve
なんだ
gas.
か空気が重いような気がして。
意外に早い出迎えだぞ
I guess also the difference is that the Nephilim look like solid rock creatures and not like neon things like
Neon
the noise
energy
are.
things, yeah.
Also, the Nephilim can't pass through walls because otherwise they couldn't keep them in crates.
Maybe they're special boxes.
Okay, that was a weird new intro. Bang!
Yeah, they're going with, like, the super happy poses and stuff here. And again, I guess Chris is very happy to fire more guns, so...
Yeah, but I mean, the thing that I enjoyed about Chris is how edgy she was.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
If she turns into just another girl,
ああ間違いなく制御されている立花雪音のカバーだ懐に潜り込ませないように立ち回る
Death Blossom, go!
Yeah! I mean, it's a narrow corridor, what are they gonna do? Dodge? Nope, just completely reform. Ah, they met the DPS check.
Well, no, they are going to be that they didn't. Meeting the DPS check means completing the encounter.
Again, like we said, your DPS just isn't high enough.
奏者たち適合係数が低下
このままでは戦闘を継続できません
何が起きている
This is where you tell them to retreat, because this is bad.
And then the Nephilim.
アームドギアで迎撃したんだぞ。
なのになぜ炭素と砕けない
まさかノイズじゃない。
You know what this is? This is like the new season of Power Rangers when Lord Zed shows up, and he has it all. He has his own putty patrol, right? That fight harder than the previous ones.
And it goes back to the cage, alright.
そんな博士は岩国基地が襲われた時に。つまりノイズの襲撃は全部。
明かしてしまえば単純な仕掛けです。あの時すでにアタッシュケースにソロモンの杖はなく、コートの内側にて隠し持っていたんですよ。
Who would have guessed that the evil-looking guy turned out to be evil?
自分で制御し自分に襲わせる芝居を打ったの
So why are you revealing this now? What are you up to, man?
制御することを可能にするなど、この杖を置いて他にありません。そしてこの杖の所有者は今や自分こそがふさわしい。
Hey, crazy face.
そう思いませんか？
思うかよ。
I mean, he also has like hexagon eyes. Weird.
Yes, you did. It was a very small area, Chris.
最悪の場合そのバックファイアで身にまとったシンフォギアに殺されかねない
I guess since the noise can literally appear or be anything, it's like just the greatest multi-use tool.
身軽になったとこ
Yeah.
ろで
Why not a
もう
balloon?
少しデータを取りたいところだけれど。
立花、その男の確保と雪音を頼む。雨の幅切りの機動性なら。翼さん、逃走するノイズに追いつきつつあります。ですが、
We're gonna transform like mid-air and then like fall 50 feet. We're gonna have another Tsubasas in the hospital arc.
Another song is directly referencing herself.
Or she cuts it loose and it basically drops into a populated area and now it's just on the loose. I positively love it. They synchronize a submarine to surface to give her a chance to bounce.
So what the fuck was that?
It's Gugnir time. Literally as classy as possible right here. That's some peak villain.
I guess she is Fine herself.
終わりを意味する名は我々組織の象徴であり彼女の二つ名でもある。
まさか、じゃあ、あの人が。
新たに目覚めし最短したフィーネです。
Hey, there we go. We have at least one answer.
Well, they also refer to her as like blossoming, so she's not the complete Fine.
Right. So she's becoming the true Fine again. That makes sense. So we can definitely see like more evolution of that too, which it still doesn't answer this scientist guy is too, but it would make a whole lot of sense still.
I really like the end song here because it reminds me of like a Eurobeat, like a EDM.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can't remember the song it reminds me of.
Trying to remember too, but I got nothing.
Well, it's hard to remember
Nice.
one song while you're hearing another song.
That's okay. Just use your telepathy. It's okay. Beam me the song to my head. It didn't work, Theta.
Yeah, I know, because I can't remember it. I've got like segments of like a beat, and then I can't remember the words. It's like Chris is eating a strawberry and egg sandwich.
Interesting choice of sandwich right there. Gosh, what was I thinking? It could just be ice cream. I don't know. Okay. But, so what do we think about this episode? I think the mystery does get a little bit deeper here.
Every time we touch. Every time we touch, I get this feeling. Every time we touch, I think it's 5. My heart beats fast. I don't get to this last. I'll need you by my side. Whatever that song is.
Okay, I feel you. I think I got the impression of it, and like, yeah, no, that totally fits the beat, actually. Good job. So, how do we feel about the episode here?
I mean, it's good. It just verified all the things we needed or previously thought, plus also making Chris a weaker character.
Yeah. Dr. Veer, I think it is, and Mom.
Well, Ver. It reads as Ver to me.
Okay. I wasn't certain. So we have Dr. Burr and Mom here, and their relationship seems kind of interesting. I'm kind of wondering what it's about, or if they're even really on the same side in the end. That seems like a confusing little bit of something.
Well, I mean, it seems like they have their own motivations. But we haven't gotten enough about them, and this is that type of show where you get very little. So
Yeah.
you make your
I
inferences.
guess Dr. Ver, like, already told us at least maybe what he wants. Like, he wants Fine, which means the end. Did you know that, Theta? Fine means the end?
I
Did you
do
get that?
now.
So I have the feeling that he's definitely probably the more evil of all options. So whatever Dr. Veer is up to, he's not up to anything nice. Meanwhile, maybe Mom is just literally up to some world domination. Who knows?
I mean, I think
Uh,
that was just a distraction. Because you remember that
they didn't do anything for a week after.
Maria. Well, no, I mean Maria was primarily from France, I believe they said,
Hmm,
and they were
I think
just
so.
playing the concert basically worldwide. So there's that. It
Right.
was also supposed to be a ploy to get was it Tsubasa, I think, to reveal herself.
Hmm. Yeah, it really does make me wonder, like, what their goals were. On one hand, they said they wanted all the world territory in 24 hours. 24 hours pass, a week passes, they don't do anything about it. So yeah, maybe the entire point of the concert was literally just to see if they could, like, get a read on everyone or something. Or to do a reveal.
Well, I mean, the point of the concert was to drain them of their harmonic power in order
Mhm.
to power up the Nephilim.
Right. Which, which definitely needs more time. It's very small right now. It's like small dog size, really, right?
I don't
It's
know. Nephilim
but the
are
cameras
very
before with their
different.
perspective made it look so much bigger.
Not really. It made it look like a rock that was stuck like cell.
No, they did a couple frames where they like showed when it was trying to escape. And the overhead camera made it look like it was like this huge monster filling up the whole corridor or something.
Well, it made it look like it was in a room when it turned out to
Mhm.
be in a carrying case. So
Yeah. I'm still hoping we see more of it and get a better idea of what it can actually do or what it's about.
obviously it's going
So,
to be important for the season. So I
you'll,
suspect we will.
yeah. What could possibly happening? I actually have no idea. I think, do we got any more thoughts about the episode? Anything you really liked, Theta, that stood out?
I mean, I wish we didn't have so many shower scenes. They're middle school
You,
girls. It's inappropriate and
Mhm.
possibly fatal to the YouTube channel.
As we have stated before in other reviews, we're tired of that stuff in anime. Please stop,
No,
please.
I loved my dress up darling. I am not tired of Ichi. I just don't want to stare at naked
We're
middle school girls.
exactly. We are tired of the underage girl exploit. Please stop, please. That is all that we ask, and we can go back to the cool fights and music. Uh, got anything lighter-hearted to wrap up after that? I like their little school scenes and how Chris is literally just trying to be antisocial and avoid responsibility. I enjoyed a little bit of
I mean, I
that.
could already mention that's in my negative category. I don't
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
the edges being worn off Chris. I like Chris because she's the edge character.
Right. I mean, at least she still has all the missiles, and that's what we're there for. So I think on that note, we'll go ahead and wrap up here. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we will catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?